Hello and welcome to the channel, Barefoot Travelers. Today we're going to be doing a review on our flight on September 1st with Delta Airlines from Atlanta to Naples, Italy. Direct flight. It was on an Airbus A330-200, slightly smaller Airbus 330, but nonetheless it was a direct flight. It was roughly an 8.5-hour flight. We got there about an hour earlier because of some pretty good tailwind. So as you can see, we started our day in the Atlanta airport. We made our way in terminal, or rather concourse E, to the Delta Sky Club. We got there about an hour and a half before boarding because we had some checked bags. So we get to the Sky Club, we check in there so we can just relax and gather ourselves. So we're gonna do a short review on the Sky Club. So as you can see, there's a lot of room, plenty of places to sit down and relax and just, recharge for a few minutes. There's even some office space in the background there, and we saw some conference table space. So we went and got ourselves a couple of sodas. The missus got herself a glass of wine. We got ourselves some finger foods and some snacks. You can see me walking towards the buffet type area. The selection was okay. It was nothing super fancy, but the food was decent. And hey, it was free, right? You can see we got some sandwiches, a couple sodas, glass of wine. We just sat there and unwound for a little bit and prepared for the flight. There's the conference area I was talking about. And here we are getting on board the Airbus aircraft, and you can see those are the pods. We were in Premium Select, which is a class below the pods, and then next is your Comfort Plus, and then your main cabin. We had the bulkhead. I believe we were in seat 20. You get a little pillowcase there, some water. We had ample of leg room, which we really liked. We had ample overhead space, and you can see it's pretty spacious in the Premium Select. We don't think it's worth paying the extra money for the pods when you can do this for about 60% less. So you get a little snacks here and some cookies, and there you see the laptop. They give us these cookies. They threw some kind of cheese cookies. They were not good at all. I will tell you that. They were gross. Spit them right out, to be honest. But the food itself was good, as you can see, or it was decent for airline food. I mean, it's not a Michelin 5-star restaurant. You can see we have a salad, we had a vegetarian lasagna, and a dessert, which was actually really good. And this has had the same thing, and a couple of sodas. And so shortly after takeoff, I'd say about an hour or so, we got our meal. And what I really liked is it was real porcelain dishes and real silverware, which is great. They give you a little bit of balsamic vinaigrette for your salad. The food was okay for airline food. I'd give it probably 2.5, 3 out of 5, probably 3. The vegetarian lasagna was about. You get some salt and pepper, so you can spice it up a little bit. Not bad. They did serve it a bit early, considering that it was around 4:30, 5 o'clock, I want to say. You can see me making a mess there with the food, and we got some bread and a cookie, I think, with it also. So there's a nice little view over the sun setting over the East Coast as we're working our way east towards Europe to the Atlantic. Window's a little bit scratchy, made for poor quality on the video, but hey, the plane was roughly 20 years old. But for being 20 years old, it was in great shape, we found. The monitors worked fine. There was our flight trackers. You can see us at this point. We're probably about halfway around the Atlantic. They had the nice ambient lights that change colors in time of the day, which helps, I personally think, with jet lag. So that was good. I've got to give shout out to the flight attendants on Delta on this specific flight on September 1st from Atlanta to Naples. They were fantastic. And then we got our breakfast as we approached Naples. I gotta say the breakfast was it was okay at best. This was supposed to be some kind of French toast. It was not very tasty at all. And by the way, the Premium Select, the seat reclines and has additional rests that come out for your legs and feet, and those are the instructions. So it's a lot like a recliner. You get about an extra 6 inches of rear reclining, and then the bottom comes out with a footrest, which we really like. So overall, great flight. And there we are, flying past Mount Vesuvius, coming into Naples, approaching land. overall, it was a great experience. The plane, for being 20 years old, I checked up its N number with the FAA. Looks like it had been refurbished about 4 years ago at this point. My favorite part, believe it or not, was when we got Naples, they used old school stairs in Italy to disembark the aircraft. When I was a little kid, that's how we got on off airplanes, and I really missed that. I thought it was fantastic. So overall, great experience with Delta. The flight was very nice. The staff was great. I couldn't complain if I wanted to. I would say out of 5 stars, I would probably give them a 4. The only reason they're not getting a 5 is the food. It's airplane food. What do you expect? Like I said, it's not 5-star Michelin food, but nonetheless, the flight attendants, the crew were fantastic, and we really enjoyed it. And like I said, this was our favorite part, disembarking the airplane old school with the staircase. You don't get to see that much anymore. We flew in right past Mount Vesuvius, and as a final treat, we got this. Anyways, if you like the video, you like what you saw, subscribe and like and comment. It helps us out. We're a new channel, and we're doing this on the side as part of our travels for fun. So it would be nice to get a little extra help from the community. So again, thumbs up, Delta. Fantastic job. And thank you for watching the video. God bless and have a wonderful day.